everyone! I just got a bit wet outside. It's really cold and windy and rainy, quite autumnal actually, and we're only in the beginning of August, so it's quite unexpected. But that makes it less strange to be thinking about Christmas already. Some of my plants need a little bit of preparation now to be at their peak for Christmas. I'll just take you outside and show you what I mean. We are looking at a cutting of a poinsettia I got from my parents the first Christmas we moved in here, so back in 2018. The parent plant is still doing really well, but this little cutting is just really thriving, pushing out loads of green foliage. And I want to repot him now. I've got a really nice urn I'm going to put him into, make him look really festive. Just show it to you quickly. Got it right here. That beautiful urn. And then I'm going to start triggering him already now to turn red, to start growing out all those beautiful bright red bracts that we know as almost Christmas flowers. It's actually the center of those red bracts. You get these little yellow star-like flowers, and they're the actual flowers. But they need to be triggered, especially when we're in this kind of country with artificial lighting, and also not enough darkness during the night. So what I need to do is to give them 14 hours of complete darkness, followed by bright sunshine during the day, and they need that for about 8 weeks. So I'm going to start now. If I start now in August, then by October they'll be really, really perfect by the end of October, and then we've got November, and it's just this sort of time you start thinking about Christmas, and then by December they're really, really looking their absolute best. I used to do it a lot later in the year, and I would find that the plant would just continue being red throughout the whole of summer and actually almost look its best in the early spring. And I thought, well, let's just push it back, make the whole thing happen earlier, then you get to enjoy the beautiful, absolute perfect redness when the plant is at its peak for Christmas. So I'll just get him potted up, and then I'll show you how I'm going to go about getting him red and ready for Christmas. So there it is. It fits in so nicely, and it's going to look extra good when it's just full of red bracts everywhere. So I'm going to let it be out here and getting a few raindrops on it, get a bit of a wash before I take it back inside and start the whole process. And as I've got this little pot here all vacated, I'm going to use it to pot up this poinsettia here. This is one that my mother-in-law got last Christmas and then gave to me in the spring when it was, well, when she would usually throw it away, because people do just tend to treat them as annuals, but they can of course come back again and again with a little bit of work. So I kept it, and I left it in the pot it was in. I kept meaning to repot it but never got around to it. I give it a bit of a feed every so often, so it's doing all right. It has some of those nice red bracts already, but I'll get it into the new pot. I've added a bit of fish blood and bone to the regular potting mix that I have, some compost I bought in the supermarket, nothing special. But with a bit of feed, it should really help them build up their strength and get ready to flower. So I'll get this guy done too, this little guy here. So there they are, both potted up. I even added some pine cones as mulch to the little guy there. I think they'll look really good because as they dry, they'll open. And of course pine cones do look a bit Christmassy, so they also work as really good mulch. They break down a lot slower than other kinds of mulch, so I do use them in all my other pots and everything. And they come in so many cute sizes and shapes, really sweet, and of course they're free. You are allowed to collect them in woods and everything, and we've got some really big pine trees just down the road, and we actually help keep things tidy by collecting them. So look, I've got this whole tub of them here from a recent collection. Really nice. So yes, I'll take these guys inside and start covering them at night. I'll just show you that process. And by Christmas we'll have some beautiful red poinsettias. So here they both are in a really bright position, soaking up lots of sunshine. And at 6 o'clock this evening, I'll come and cover them both with blankets, leaving them in complete darkness for 14 hours. And at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning, I'll come and take off the blankets and let them have sunshine again. I'll do that for 8 weeks, and we'll have beautiful red poinsettias in time for Christmas. I'll also give them weekly feeds now. I've been really bad at feeding them. I'm going to give them weekly feeds of something like Miracle Feed, just something with seaweed in it, really good, nutritious, well-balanced feed, and just help them build up their strength. I'll do an update again in about the halfway mark, in about 4 weeks, and you can see how they've come.